Well, I'm explaining this so I don't have to say it again and again because I'm planning on showing this to lots of people. My ordeal started really yesterday when I was thrown out of the ICU or the CSU bed like a bucking bronco, which I have photographs of, and had to be taken out of the bed for the first time as it tilted to the side, which they said the lady that worked there said that it happened before. So it's not like something that's not happened. All I did was lean on the bed, and there was three people there: my wife, a supervisor, and two nurses, and I've got photos. So that's it. So everything horrible happened last night. 6:30, I went to sleep because I hadn't got any sleep in the SIU. 1 hour at a time, Percodan down. At 7:30, they came in to test my cuff, do my tests, which was fine. But then 30 minutes later, another lady came in to do the same thing, going, "Oh, I didn't realize you'd done that," yelling out to the door, but then proceeded to spend 10 minutes cleaning up the garbage in the room, which was fine. But then she said, "I'll be back at 9:30." Well, when I went to lay down at 6:30, it was 50 degrees in the room, cold. I had two blankets, two pads, a heating pad, a hat, socks, but I was comfortable. Well, within 1 hour, it was 85 degrees in the room. So that went on for several hours, and then I asked the young lady to bring me some ice and towels, and she realized it was kind of hot in here, and or I asked them to come, and they got the guy to come and turn the thermostat down, but instead he turned it up, and I know this because an hour, 2 hour, or an hour later, the night engineer came in and said that the vent in the room was closed, so there was no exhaust, and that the thermostat was actually set at 80 degrees. So either somebody's evil or incompetent, because the main problem started with the lady, I don't know, Pan-Asian lady that had taken care of me when I first came in, said I was mean to my wife. And she was rude to me several times, including that night when she came in at 6:37, whatever it was. And she just was, I said, can't you be nice to me? I had my wife on the phone as a witness because I knew this woman was a troublemaker and she's got problems. And I would wonder if the guy who was an engineer that set the degree up to 80 is related or friends with her, or maybe even her husband. I don't know. You can check into that. But again, very upsetting. So at that point, I believe the nurse was pissed off at me because she gave me a shot. The one nurse said that this shot had been placed in the wrong place, the blood thinner, and it gave me a big hematoma. And the other shots they had given here and here. Well, where did the nurse that I had on last night put it? Right here in the same not spot. It didn't hematoma, but I mentioned it to her, and she gave me a look and was rude. Also, at that point, I asked if I could not. I got off the Percocets. Now it's been 3 days. I got my triple bypass Wednesday. It had been 3 days, and I said I did not want any more Percocet, and I wanted Tylenol. Well, I'm pretty sure she gave me Percocet, but things get worse. So let me just go on because this is insane. So anyways, so now it's 9:30, 10, 11 o'clock, and they've turned the heat up. So for the next 2 hours till almost 2 a.m., so this is going on from 9 to 2 a.m., it's 85 degrees in here. The other guy comes in, and he finally turns it down. But by then, I'm boiling up. My feet are ice cold, and my head is just boiling, and I can't get cool. And so I called him and said, "Look, there's something, I'm worried." And the nurse came in, and I think they took my temperature. The woman says she took my cuff, but I don't remember her taking my cuff, but she did. Because this woman was the only one who actually tried to help me. Everybody else is just like, leave me alone. And so I'm very upset. So I've got to take a second breath here because I'm recording this once, so I don't have to show again and again. So to make a long story short, at 3:30, it was still boiling hot. I had asked for help, and I said, I've got to get onto the couch and just sit on the couch. Because the main reason it got hot in here is because I tried to close the door because SIU's got lights on and bells every 2 seconds. So I just wanted a couple hours sleep. 6:30, I figured I got to get lucky. No, it's 3:30 in the morning. They're ignoring me. I'm sitting on the couch about to lay down on the floor on the pads from the couch, because it's so hot in this bed and it's so hot in this room and hot wherever, because what I hear is it's hot or cold in this building. Well, that's not correct. Just like stupid or evil, neither are acceptable. So at 3:30, I decided to call my wife and the supervisor of the hospital and say, look, I'm getting to short shaft. And what does she do? She comes in and she changes one sheet on the bed. And then she puts a sign on the door, wake every hour, knowing that I've gotten no sleep, right? Well, this is 3:30, 4:30 by then. My alarm came off on my cardio, and so she had to come in at 5:15, and that was acceptable because they said they would leave us alone till 8 o'clock. But instead, somebody came in again to take blood. They didn't stop them, and they put the sign back up. So even though we put the sign, the chair in front of this door, somebody came again at 6. So they promised from 5:15 to 8 o'clock I'd get some rest. Instead, every 3 times within an hour, they came and banged on the door. So by 6:37, we had to give up on trying to get any sleep. So if I've gotten 2 20-minute naps, I'm lucky. On top of everything, it's just too much. So that's why I recorded this. And of course, like I said, the real kicker was 6 o'clock again, like a joke. So you've got either evil or stupid people working here, but I'm very upset. And it's not good for my stupid, these I think your problem is you got too much volume or something, because these people just treat you like you're going through a conveyor, like you're just nobody. Like this isn't your personal pain or personal strife or a moment in your life when you're suffering. For them, it's just another piece of hunk of meat that they're rolling through the machine. Because, everybody's been beautiful here except at night. And I think you either got some evil, racist, or somebody with some problems here. Because I'm done talking. This is too much.